ABC 17 Storm Track weather alert days in effect for Saturday afternoon, beginning at about 3 p.m. here in the mid-afternoon hours, as we'll see storms firing in western Missouri and will bring several severe risks, especially watching for high winds and damaging hail here into the evening. That will last from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. for Saturday here. Before then, as we'll see the rest of our Friday staying warm, certainly nice time to head outdoors. We'll be staying dry, a lot as we've seen for the last the work week here. Even could get into those 80s today and stay mild overnight here. It's those warm temperatures that will really be fueling these storms. As we're already seeing this system form out over the plains, we have a cold front interacting with a dry line. That's a line between moist and dry air. As this collides, it's going to actually fire off storms by early this afternoon likely, and those will track into our area as we head into the weekend. Here heading into future track early tomorrow morning, there's those storms arriving in western Missouri. Very scattered activity likely early for the weekend. This will not be severe likely for early Saturday here. Our temperatures, while they're warm, are likely not warm enough at least for those stronger to severe storms. Still will follow that scattered activity for the early morning hours, likely cutting off before noon, and then as we'll clear out, again, temperatures reaching that 80 mark again. All that energy building is what will really set off this next round that could be more severe here, especially watching again that wind risk. Can see this kind of bowing segment on this future track. That's indicating those winds pushing these storms forward, and that's where we're watching that potential high wind risk, and also those pink shades showing up on that precip map is showing the heavy downpours and hail risk. Really pretty significant large hail possible with these systems as that'll fire up in the afternoon and evening. And here already by sundown, again 8 to 9 p.m. we'll bring that weather alert day to an end. This main line of storms will be pushing well out to the east by that point along that cold front, and behind that unfortunately pretty dreary into the weekend. Temperatures back in the 40s with some pretty steady precip. Could be even fairly heavy for parts of the day on Sunday, though. We'll certainly want to be aware of more of those impacts possible for the first half of the weekend. Again, our weather alert day on Saturday afternoon possible for that damaging wind and hail risk. Flooding not as much of a worry, as we will see that possibly bringing about 1 to 2 inches of rainfall, which is really right at what we're missing. This is our rain deficit from the last month. We are over 1 inch in some areas where we need to catch up, and so we're not likely going to see as many flooding impacts aside from very isolated flash flooding of those heavy downpours. And otherwise still, especially that damaging wind and hail risk, want to be aware of, and we'll otherwise recover those temperatures after a dreary into the weekend. We get back to those 80s likely for parts of next week.